Gunshots in the distance. Fear of approaching from the rear and the thirst of loot was the constant a legend would find in the games. The arena shifts that connection and so much more. Instead of variables across the map, the objective is nuanced, just hidden on the other side of Mirage's barrage. 3v3 battles in the arena are vastly different than the rest of the game. The values for tactics and abilities have skyrocketed while staying with the wheelhouse of the legends. Before diving into the nitty-gritty, let's get back to the basics. During the pre-press coverage of Apex Season Legacy, Games Radar ran an article on early access they got. It's an okay starting point in understanding the arena. The original concept started in 2019 on Kings Canyon, with 4 different 3v3 battles going on. It is good to hear that the idea has been shaped and worked for a while instead of being half-baked concept. This mode is formed by 3 key elements. Quote, make it different from the Battle Royale, highlight the characters, and offer competitive depth. End quote, from senior designer Robert West. The article goes on from the view of early access. Those principles helped Respawn double down on the intensity and intimacy of the arenas. Each team begins an arena match in their own enclosed spawn room, and at the start of each round has time to spend resources on either purchasing and upgrading weapons or investing in hero abilities. So we have an intimate deathmatch gameplay in rounds of 3 with tiebreakers. Pivoting away from the random loot and encounters of the Battle Royale, now we, the players, get to know the opposing force along with our teammates and have a weapon pool we can count on. Having basic impression as a starting point is a great to have, but that's all that it is. There is another layer with Arena. In fact, there are 3 shifts away from Battle Royale. These values change in effectiveness on target, objectives on the map, and our Legends abilities. The first difference with the feel in gameplay was hitting the opponent or getting hit. The good effect on target. In Battle Royale, the finite resources was in the end was ammo. There was always loot to be found or death boxes to be plundered. In the arena, there's only so many resources to spend on supplies. If a player buys an arc start, throws it, and misses, that's it. There is not any on the ground or death boxes to sneakily recover supplies. In the first round, you and most likely your opponent has blue armor and purchases a primary weapon. Both sides are trying to gain position and sizing up each other. If each side evenly splits damage, then the fight plays out split as well. On the other hand, if you have good effect on target and they miss you, your advantage grows way up. The opponent has to use their shields, they only have what they have, and the fight ensues with you having armor and them just having flesh. There's very much a tug-of-war between the teams. A shift in objective. The first session I played with friends, I asked, so have there been any ideas on strategy? The reply I got back was stick together and materials. In Battle Royale, there's plenty of different places, opportunities, and specific objectives. We can force fights, third party, play the ring, and seek loot. Arena changes that and the tactics to accomplish a win. Players can still play the ring or get in position, but the attitude has shifted to a team approach. By being in the same area, we'll be able to come together as a team faster with communicating and seeing the effects of team objectives. We will be in position of more 3-on-2s instead of the other way around. Being caught by yourself or flanking just leads to being outgunned. We also do not have to worry about area effects of damage. There will be less frag grenades and ultimates like Horizons and Gibraltar's ult because they cost too much in the beginning. The other objective is materials, which is now a team objective. In Battle Royale, loot and materials is a personal quest to push for. In Arena, the materials is a team pool, which each member gets the same amount. So pushing that objective is much as benefit for you as the team. Also, each round has a finite amount of materials on the map, so one team could focus on taking materials away from the other opponents. This is a resource that does stack, making it the only thing that could snowball. By now you probably noticed the character I've been playing as well as the competition of our team. The final pivot in the arena is Legend's ability. Materials are used in buying tacticals and ultimates. These tacticals will be limited stacks, and ultimates are one-time uses in a round with a cooldown between rounds. These abilities are more restricted and limited, but there is one that is not held back at all. Passives are now more important. For example, Valkyrie's passive is a movement ability. It allows the player to move into position faster in the round and throughout it. Most other legends with movement abilities are tied to an active, which can only be used sparingly. So legends with passives that can always be active are now more viable, like Lifeline with the loot drawer and Rampart with SMGs, since you can just buy one straight out. From the playtime I have had, Arena is a shift that Respawn wanted. It is different from the initial game and showcases the characters and creates competitive depth. Arena has been a very interesting mode, and I sure hope it gets continued support. Using ultimates like Valkyries has been a very interesting thing to see within the game mode. And I very much like to thank you for watching.
That's good. That's really. This looks like a gibby to me. I'm not sure.
Well done, winners. Now, repeat.
That emote is weird.
Ramparts?
Yeah, it's like, you can't, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? She just points at the ground.
Nothing.